Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we tonight? Should be a good flight here today. I was originally going to be coming from down all the way in Albuquerque, but I decided to change that over to San Francisco rather, just because that was a really long flight. I think that was about 2 hours. I think it was 3 hours and 40 minutes. I don't have time for that tonight. So, now what we're going to do instead, we're coming here from Seattle. Should be a beautiful flight here in the Alaska 737 with the Alaska Salmon People livery. Right, just look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, honestly, we have the wingtips. It's awesome. I love it. This is probably one of my favorite special liveries. Honestly, I love it. It's awesome. And the sun is beautiful here. We got the NVIDIA stuff back. They weren't working for yesterday's stream for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. But yeah, here, let's get that overlay popped out. Oh, I can't. You know what? Why? I forgot to actually get that up. I will get that going here in a minute. Let's see. That's my fault. Alrighty, let's see. So we are going over to Seattle. Should be a good flight. Should be a smooth flight. Weather is not bad at all. This is live weather, I think, right? Maybe. Awesome, it's live weather. Great. Actually, here, I'm going to make it just be a little bit earlier in the day. Just because I don't want it to be... Yeah, because it's like 4:07 right now in Seattle, because there's a 3-hour time difference from where I am. Let's see. All right, flat live here. We're gonna go We're departing from KSFO, and we are heading over to Saitek. and we are Alaska 868, and we're going to be using the Say Intention AI's new AI system, which is OpenSky. So yeah, it's in private beta, and if you want to be accepted into that, you can just there's a little invite, or you can fill out a little form, sort of talk about yourself for like a couple seconds in the form, and then that's it. You know, it's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and pop out that overlay there. Oh, it already came out. Awesome. All right, we are going to hop into the cockpit here. Actually, AI ATC. We should probably start up the aircraft before we're doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the music down for me. I'll leave it up for you guys, but there we go. All right, that's better. All right, if we get back into the cockpit, we can. Oh, please don't. Oh boy, this tablet failed to load it once again. That's not gonna make me happy. Okay, you know what? I guess we'll just have to use the other one, like we did a few weeks ago. That's annoying. Actually, it's quite laggy. I think, yeah, now I'm streaming. I have like a billion different things open just so I can have. I have like ChartFox open. I have now Say Intentions open, and it's a whole mess. All right, now we can like connect that GPU now for about half the flight for like the first hour. I want to say, whoop, didn't mean to do that. For like the first hour until like 8 o'clock. It's 7:09 right now. We will be having the premium version of Say Intentions, and then it will swap over for the second half of the stream to the OpenSky version, which is the free version, so the voices won't be as good, the response time won't be as good. But still better than nothing, right? I mean, that's what I think. So let's see here. We go turn on that battery, turn on the emergency exit lights, turn on the GPU, get that connected there, as well as we can head back here, turn that over to Gen 1, just because. We can bring this over to window heats, as well as we can bring that over to nav. Actually, I need to get that little screen thing to go away. That thing, like IRS mode L, or left supposedly. All right, we can head down here. We can go and do position initialize here. We will initialize our position. I'm not sure what gate we're at, but we are at KSFO, so Kilo Sierra, like KSFO, yeah, Foxtrot Oscar. Bring that in right there for the reference airport. We can leave that there. And then we're going to go over to route. We're going to head over to the tablet over here because we have to do it on this side. We're going to go request data from SimBrief. And it will bring that data in. And then we will move back over here. We will clear this. Oh. All right, we're going to clear this. And then we're also going to go ahead and request the flight plan. Awesome. We can set the payload, set the fuel. Okay. All right, 44. I'm going to end up bringing it up. That's a little bit too low. Just wait 1 second here. I need to write one thing down here, our reserve fuel. Which is 8.4. Awesome. All right, here in a minute here, we're gonna go ahead and get our IFR clearance. Why not set our altimeter now? Because we can. And we will. I think we're fine. Well, actually, no, we're not. We need to go select the route. What am I thinking? We need to select the route, and then we're going to request it. Then we're going to load it up once we are done. What we are 8. Boom, 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 boom. Is that 8? Oh, wow. 8, 6, 8. Hey, look at that. All right. Good. Load that route uplink there. And then we will wait to activate it because it doesn't want us to do that yet. And now we can go ahead and activate that and execute it as well. Now we go provincialize. We can Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go menu, F actions, fuel, set 2/3 full. That's better. Our reserve, I don't think it tells us over here, so that's annoying. But we can head back to the FMC. The reserve was 8.4 for our previous fuel, so I will just go ahead and bring that up to 9 maybe. I don't know. Anyway, our zero fuel weight can be put in there, as well as our cost index, which is 50. That is 50 over there. We can go ahead and bring that in, and we can check. Let's go ahead and check SimBrief actually. So SimBrief says our thing is our cruising altitude is 38,000 feet. Sounds good here. We can type in 380 000 for flight level 380 38. What are you talking about? It's not. Oh, that actually wasn't invalid. Wait, 38,000. Yeah, that was 300. I typed in 380,000 feet. That's not. Yeah, that's invalid. Alright, planned fuel, cruise wind, I'll just leave those blank there. And one limit, leave that blank, is now we can go ahead and figure out that takeoff. So now we do need to contact clearance, so we will do that right now. If we go ahead and connect to clearance, which I will do, for clearance delivery, we can tell them what we want. Alaska 868 IFR to Seattle with information. I forgot to check the ATIS. Alright, we're going to check the ATIS right now. And we're going to wait for it to talk because it needs to do that. Well, actually here, does it say it down here? I think it actually goes to the in-game ATC. Yeah, it does. All right. Whiskey is with information whiskey. Okay. All right. So we are with information whiskey. So we can go ahead, get off of that, go to clearance.
Okay. Attack.
What? What is going on here? Here, let's like the sounds all the way up and everything. So I'm not really sure what the problem is with the let's see. Contact clearance. Alaska 868 IFR to Seattle with information whiskey. Let's see. 1 2. Why is nobody listening on 1 2? Okay. Alaska 868 IFR to Seattle with information whiskey. Let's see if it does that again. If it like swaps us over to 124.25. It did that again. So why is that doing that? Okay. I guess we can just set this ourselves. So we can go 118.2. 118.2. What? Why is it? That makes no sense. Why is it like resetting that? Because we need to contact clearance. So why can't we contact clearance? Because that's not helpful at all. So not sure why it's doing that. Huh, let's try that again. Let's go 118. Well, actually here, if I click it on there, it says 1. Okay, see, so I click it, it swaps over, and then it just like goes back. So what if I contact tower? So it stays over there for tower. So if unavailable, I'll use ground. So I will contact ground instead. 121.8. So I'll do that. Let's see. Alaska 868 IFR to Seattle with information whiskey. Well, I suppose 124.25 is Unicom.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Okay, there we go. So now we're on ground. Okay. Now this is making more sense. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. I am still getting used to this as I only started using this ATC.
868 San Francisco ground cleared to Seattle via the truck and 2 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 128.325 squawk 4655. Expect runway 28 right.
Alright, our departure is by the truck and 2 departure. And climb and maintain 400. Expect flight level 1. Expect flight level 380. 10 minutes after departure. All right, and departure frequency is 128.325. I'll write that down actually. All right. Did they tell us what to squawk? I don't think they did. So okay. Cleared to Seattle, truck and 2 departure. 4,000, then 38010 minutes after departure. 128.325. Squawk 4655. Alaska 868. So yeah, squawk 4655. Right. Let's see. Squawk 4655.
Alaska 868, read back correct.
Hey, look at that. My readback is correct. Awesome. That actually makes me happy. That's good. Alright, we are about ready here for pushback. Actually. Well, actually, no. What am I thinking? We need to grab... Let's head back to the cockpit here. We can stay on 121.8. For now, I'm not... I don't think they actually told me a runway. But, so I'll just go off of what SimBrief has me on. So I'll do that. Alright, so SimBrief is telling me that I will be taking off. Sorry, bear with me here, guys. Once again, I'm new to the whole thing here. Runway 28 right. Taking off on 28 right. And then hopefully we'll be landing on 16 right. And then cruising at 38,000 feet. Alright. Sounds good. That looks good to me. Here, I'm gonna head back. I'm just sorry, I'm looking at my SimBrief flight plan here. Alright. So that means that we can actually calculate for departure here. We can import everything. Import for runway ID. We're going to be departing out of 28 right. Awesome. And import weather and calculate here. What do you mean? Verify. Oh, import from aircraft. There we go. All right, 5 at 143, 144, 148. The VREF is 151, but that's fine, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a place to input that in. Let's see. 5. So flaps 5 at 143, 144, 148. 143, 144, as well as 148. I think. Is that 148? I want to make sure it was like 158 or something. Alright, we can go ahead and turn on the QRH there and departure. Awesome. We'll be departing via the truck in to departure. Alright, runway 28 right via the truck end to departure. We can go ahead and execute that. The legs, make sure, okay, so there is a route discontinuity there. We can go ahead and select that. Yeah, we can figure that out. We're fine now. Look at that. Awesome. And now what we need to do, we are going to figure out our arrival, because why not? We will be arriving, our plan is to arrive on 16 right, so an ILS approach into 16 right, and we can execute that as well. We're going to go into the legs and make sure no route discontinuities, which there probably will be one. Yep, there we go. Put that in right there, and I think we're all set now. Awesome. All right. So now we will, I think we're actually ready for pushback. So awesome. We are going to go ahead, request push and start. Alaska 868, requesting push and start.
Alaska 868, push and start approved. Tail southwest.
All right, sounds good. Tail southwest, which would mean southwest being right there. That's not going to be possible. Well, actually, no. If I tail to the right, or tail to the left, rather. So here, what we're going to do, hopefully we have everybody on board here. We can go ahead and check that by going over here, which we do. Ooh, we only have 91 passengers on board. Is that really what SimBrief did? Is it 91 passengers? Okay, 113. So let's actually go and load in 113 passengers. Start the boarding for them. For some reason, it didn't load them in completely earlier. But, yeah, we are pretty much ready to go here. Let's go actually start up the APU, because we can. So we can do that while those final people are getting on board. Awesome. And we can set this up to over here as well to 380. Awesome. And then we can, I think, yeah, let's just leave that there for now. We will go and set this up. So turn on the flight directors as well as bring this up to 245. My overlay is broken. Let's see. Yeah, of course it is. I need to figure that out, because it's been weird. Like, when I first started using it, it actually was good. It was really good. Wait, what? Okay. Short field performance equipped. I never equipped the short field performance package. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out, because I don't want that. The aircraft equipment. Let's see. I don't ever remember enabling that, just like I never remembered enabling, like I didn't, here's the thing, I did not enable the HUD or the, like, having the 4 landing lights or this thing down here, this new ILS thing. Like, I don't like it, so I don't know. I can probably go back and figure it out, but let's see. For right now, we're gonna go V1 call out. Yes, okay, on. Yes, I do want it on. Why would it not be on? I don't know. Let's see. We will... What am I looking for? I am looking for something very specific here. Okay, short field package. No. Right? So why... Yes. No. I want it off. So then why does it say right here? Short field performance equipped. I don't know. Let's see. Aviation, it's you're late because you were watching too many horror videos on scary encounters in abandoned buildings. You know what? All right, sounds good. Well, you know what? I'm happy to have you here. Let's see. We are, I think, pretty much all set now. We can go ahead and check here to see if we have everybody on board, which I think we do. Yep, 113 out of 113. So what we can also do now is we're going to go back. We're going to turn on the APU generator for both sides there. Completely disconnect that GPU. Turn that down a little bit. As well as get rid of that. We can get rid of the, actually, let's see, let's close that door first. So we're gonna go close the door. We're gonna go and bring, here, let's actually turn up the sounds of the game, of the beautiful 737. Turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. Ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and take your seats. And on that note, flight attendants, please go ahead, close all doors, arm all doors, stand by for all call. And we're gonna push back. Nope, we're not. We're gonna, because we need to go here. We need to release that jetway, which they will be doing now. Yes, maybe. Is that released? They're doing that? They are. Awesome. Alright, so we can now go ahead and push back. I forgot if I asked for push and start clearance. Oh, right, it was tail southwest. Right. Okay, so we're gonna go tail, or standard left, turn nose to the right. Yes. Awesome. We can go ahead, put in the brakes, set the chocks, or take out the chocks rather. Bring that in as well.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, start up all those.
Brakes release. Clear to push. Tail left.
Brakes are not released. I don't want them to be released.
Copy, clear to push. Tail left. Release the park brakes, please.
Alright, go ahead and release that parking brake.
Brakes released.
Go ahead and make sure our altimeter is set, which it is. And engine is failed. Why? Because I messed up. I meant to turn that on, which I didn't. So we can go ahead and turn that on there. And now it's turning on. We can go ahead here and listen to the beautiful sound of that engine starting up right there. Alright, beautiful, beautiful engine startup right there. Alright, we are going to head back into the cockpit here and get engine 2 started up. Once that is fully started up, engine 2, or engine 1 rather, we need to get started up. But we can bring this up to 14,000. Or 38,000. Or don't we want it at 4,000? I think we want it at 4,000, yeah. Because we're told to climb and maintain 4,000. And then we can continue to maybe once we reach departure. I'm not sure exactly. I just keep missing it completely. Wow. All right. And there we go. Awesome. When are we gonna start to turn? Soon, maybe? I don't know. Because this is standard left with the nose to the right. Anyway, we can go ahead and get engine 1 started up. We can do that right now. I'm starting to think now that we won't be turning, or that the sides won't be being turned. Alright. Yeah, well, clearly that didn't happen, so, for whatever reason. Oh, never mind, maybe we didn't stop pushback? I don't know. Aviation is, you're gonna go to sleep soon? Yeah, honestly, I can't blame you. What is our first leg here at 284? That is incredibly loud. For me. Let's see here. I'm actually going to go into...
You're on ground frequency. Contact ramp on 119.99er for the tug.
Yeah, no, we've already pushed back. You're requesting taxi instructions to contact 418.
I need to go, sorry, bear with me, let's see. I need to, experimental, okay, airplane modes control, intercom, airplane model controls, audio, let's see, always squawk mode C, please. Awesome, we are all set now, which is good. Ooh, we're actually moving a lot more smoother now. Okay, why are we pushing back so far? Like, this is actually... Oh, it's trying to move us, but we're not moving for whatever. We're not turning. Huh. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the brakes. And I'm going to go, because this is weird and shouldn't be happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. I'm gonna put in the brakes and get rid of the tug there. All right. Great. Now we're all set. So we can probably here. I think what was the first thing? It was 284, 288. Go to 284, and then we want to go up to 245 for our speed. Beautiful. All right. We are now all set. So we will go ahead and contact ground, or I suppose we're already on the ground frequency. So we could just go ahead and ask them for taxi instructions. So here we need to actually listen to that ATC there.
Wait and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Quebec.
Information Quebec. All right.
San Francisco International Airport.
Thank you. I'm all set now.
Information Quebec. 2256 Zulu.
Let's contact ground. Ground Alaska 868, ready to taxi with information Quebec. I think it was Quebec. I honestly can't remember. Let's see what they have to say. Here, I need to go and get...
868, taxi to runway 28 right via hotel, cross runway 1 left, then cross runway 1 right, then Golf Lima, cross runway 28 left, then cross runway 28 right, then Charlie. Contact tower on 120.
Where's the volume? Because this is crazy loud for me, so I need to find the volume thing on here. It's somewhere. You know what? I'm just gonna figure that out after stream, and I'm just gonna turn down the sound of the application itself, because I can't hear anything else when they're talking to me. Alright. Now we should be all set. Awesome. Alright, let's get moving. So we need to, actually here I need to respond. So I need my little pencil here, or whiteboard marker. We're going to be taxiing to runway 28 right.
Charlie Echo hold short of taxiway Lima traffic on final approach.
228 right.
Short of Lima Cessna 908, Charlie Echo.
Via hotel. Cross runway 1 left. And then cross runway 1 right. Runway run 1 right. And then we're gonna go then Golf Lima, and then we need to cross runway. There's a lot of crossing runways here. Cross runway 28 left, and then there goes United right there in front of us. And then cross runway 28 right, and then cross 28 right, and then Charlie. All right. And then contact ground, or no, contact tower on 120.5. Our call sign is ASA. Alright. I will go ahead and respond to them. Let's see. Alaska 868, taxi to runway 28 right via hotel, cross runway 1 left, cross runway 1 right, Golf Lima, cross runway 28 left, cross runway 28 right, then Charlie. Here, I actually
Alaska
need
868, taxi to runway 28 right via hotel, cross
Put that
runway 1
in,
left, cross
boom.
runway 1 right, then Golf Lima, cross runway 28 left, then cross runway 28 right, then Charlie. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready for departure.
That's what I said, but okay. I think that's what I said. I was probably wrong. Alright, here, I'll just sort of repeat what they said. Taxiing to runway 28 right via hotel, cross runway 1 left, cross runway 1 right, then Golf, Lima, cross runway 28 left, then cross runway 28 right, then Charlie. Alaska 868. See if that makes them happy. Does that work? Get going here. Push parking brake off. Alright, I need Chart Fox up over here. I need to actually hit to where are we right now? We are KSFO. KSFO. And I need ground charts. It's actually taking us forever to get off the ground. Alright. We are where? We are at hotel right now. No, we're not. Oh, okay. Here we are. So I think this is hotel that I'm on right now. Wait, first we need to cross runway 19er. Maybe? 19er left? Oh, 1 left. Okay. Cross runway 1 left. And then we will cross runway 1 right. Okay, awesome.
225 Echo, Mike, hold short of taxiway Golf traffic crossing ahead.
Holding short of taxiway Golf and Bridge 225 Echo Mike.
Are my throttles not working or something? Oh, no, of course they're not working. Here's why.
JetBlue 201,
I was flying
playback approved, tail northeast.
a Cessna 175, or a Cessna 175. Doesn't make any sense, it's actually because it's not an actual thing. Let's see. I was flying a Cessna earlier, so I had to set to single engine. There we go. Now we're all set. Now we can bring engine power up. Beautiful. We can turn on taxi lights just because. And we will start moving. So we're going to turn around here. Yeah, see, there's hotel. Awesome. Alright. Takeoff config, be quiet, please. Put in the brake on one side. Sort of spin around. Because you push back way too far for whatever reason. Alright, we're going to crossing runway 1 left, Alaska 868.
Alaska 868, continue taxi to runway 28 right via hotel, cross runway 1 right, then Golf Lima, cross runway 28 left, then cross runway 28 right, then Charlie. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready for departure.
Pacha? Huh. Wilco. Alaska 868. Wait, what? Wait, why? Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? I think I was supposed to cross back there. We're gonna go into reverse thrust. Just because. Time for us to go backwards. And now we're going to sort of continue reversing. Continue reversing. Please. That were there. I thought I could drift the rest of the way back. Now I can drift the rest of the way back. There we go. Now we're gonna head over to here. Alright. We're making our way. See, like, my problem here is that I don't have a navigaph, right? So I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to go. I have ChartFox because that's free. So I'm just sort of trying to navigate my way around here. Like, I have no idea where I am right now, really. So that's 1 left. Here's 1 right where you need to cross this. What's this little Cessna doing over here? I have no idea. Crossing runway 1 right, Alaska 868. Alright, now we're going to, after we cross that, we're going to go to Golf.
Alaska 868, continue taxi to runway 28 right via Golf Lima, cross runway 28 left, then cross runway 28 right.
Wait, we need to go to
then Charlie.
Golf.
Contact
Golf
tower
is
on
nowhere near here.
120.5 when ready for departure.
Golf is way... Okay, here, let me show this to you guys. Let's see. So golf is nowhere near. So you sort of see what I'm talking about, right? With alright, so here we are, right over here on Mike. We need to go to golf. So I wonder, do we want to go golf, Lima? Where's 28 right? Is this 28 right? Like what is this runway? I have absolutely no idea because it's not labeled. Is it really not labeled at all? Like I can't see any sort of. Oh, that's 28 left, 28 right. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we're gonna take a left up here. Awesome. Oh, be quiet. I just need to get us moving. Here, actually, we can go ahead and start that clock. Please be quiet. Why not go flaps for takeoff at flaps 5? Awesome. And now we're gonna take a right up here and then cross runway 28 left, and then we will be there. So we're all set now, pretty much. Oh, awesome. Here, VNav. Let's go ahead and arm LNav as well. Great. We're gonna keep it at 4,000 because that's what we were asked to do. So obviously we're gonna do what ATC tells us because that makes sense. Actually, it does, but it's fine. All right, let's continue. Let's actually stay on that taxi line. Why am I zoomed out? Why? I never zoomed out. All right. Go ahead and bring down sounds of the aircraft there. It's a little bit too loud there. Bring up the music, because why not? Awesome. Alright. I turned up the music, then I got all off track. Alright, we're going to take this right up here onto Lima. Run, well, golf. This is Lima, so I guess Lima takes a turn, maybe? Possibly. I don't know. You can sort of see it on our map down here because we want to take this right and then we'll line up with 2A right there. Oh, there goes an aircraft right there. Beautiful. Nice to see you. Oh, no, you're landing. Alright, well, have fun. Navigating your way through San Francisco. Alright. The thing is here, whenever I stream, I drop frames. I can run this game like perfectly fine at like 30 or 40 frames per second, but now I'm at like 20 when I'm streaming. So when I'm not streaming, I can get it like 30, maybe 40 frames, which is awesome. That's not bad at all. But I mean, it's not awesome, but it's not bad. I mean, for a laptop too. For a laptop that was under $1,000, like way under $1,000. I think it was only like $780. So I guess you guys don't need to be knowing my entire thought process when getting this computer. All right, we're gonna continue down here until we can cross 28 left, and at that point, ooh, we have ocean. Beautiful, we have ocean. Look at that. There's more California. I love the look of the wing. It's awesome. I love the 737. Get back on track here. Yeah, I'm not sure why that. Oh, my flaps. I'm not sure why that short field advantage or short field package is on because I never turned it on, and in the FMC it says it's off. So I don't know why it's there, but it's there. So it is what it is. We're gonna go apply some light braking here. I'm somehow becoming the one pilot captain, the one captain I didn't want to be. Which there was one captain I had once who like used his brakes way too hard, and I do that way too much. Alaska 868 crossing runway 28 left. Sorry, whenever I transmit, I stop, and that's because I have the button that I press to transmit, I push the talk button also, like, I have rudder pedals, so I probably should disconnect that. In fact, I probably shouldn't have done this, but I got my rudder pedals before I got my yoke. It was really weird. So I used my feet for rudder pedals, and I was controlling the thing with the playing aircraft with a keyboard. So yeah, that was interesting. 120.5. Alaska 828. Thank you for the ATC. All right. Awesome. So 128.5. We can go ahead and ring them up.
San Francisco Tower, you're welcome.
Thank you. All right, we can go ahead and tell contact tower 120.75. No, what am I talking about? 120.5. Let's just try to find it here. Tower. There. Alaska 82868. Holding short of runway 28 right, ready for departure. I messed up that call sign there. 868. 868 I thought I was. But you know what? We'll be fine. I'm not 860. Oh, actually, no, I am 868. Cleared for takeoff via truck and departure. Alaska 868. Now we're going to try to get moving without the brakes to be having problems again. And we're also going to do this. Boom. Flight attendant seats for departure, please. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. Alright, we're going to turn up the sounds of the aircraft because we can. Turn down that music there. Now we're ready for takeoff. Bring this down here for takeoff, actually. Alright, here we are. Alright. Engine stabilized and toga.
Airspeed alive.
Airspeed alive.
89.
Bras check. B1. Rotate. You can pull back here. What are we dropping some frames there? Whoa! I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Alright. Looks awesome here coming out of San Francisco. We are going to actually turn on and enable that autopilot, please. Alright, and then we also want to turn on auto throttle as well. So now we are completely all set by on our departure here with autopilot. Oh, gear up and flaps up as well. What am I doing? What am I thinking? I completely forgot about the gear. Wow. I've never forgotten about the gear before. I always, as soon as positive rate, gear up. I always say it too, you know, so for whatever reason I forgot about it. But beautiful departure here. We can see those buildings look awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for the flights for PMDG to release this for the for Flight Sim 24, but I'm not sure when they hand me off to departure. Oh, they did. 128.325. Alaska 868. Good day. All right, we're gonna contact departure. Once that goes through, we have to wait. All right, now we're gonna.
NorCal departure. Not seeing you on radar. Double check 4655.ident again.
I have you guys automatically. Okay, why is that not? Change that over. Well, ATC 1. Here, let's figure this out. XPDR, sure. Well, actually, XP and DR, sure. Let's go. What does it want us squawking? 4655. 4, 6, 5, 5, and ident. Alaska 868 squawking 4655 and ident.
Alaska 868, NorCal departure, radar contact, 6 miles northeast of San
Great.
Francisco at 3900 feet.
Turn on the weather radar.
53. San Francisco altimeter 30.09er direct trucking. Alaska 868 radar contact continuous filed.
Roger, Alaska 868. I'm on NorCal departure here. We have actually a great looking departure here. This is awesome. I love it. Just look at this livery here. I mean, it's awesome. Like, you cannot look at this and tell me this is not an absolutely beautiful livery. Like, Alaska is awesome for having this. They really are. That would have been actually a great shot if we would have had more frames there. Sit back in the cockpit. We do need to set up some views here. So why not do that fairly soon? I think they said continue as filed, so I'm going to bring us up to 38,000 feet. Like, we have these mountains and everything, so we really do need to get up to 38,000 feet. 38,000 feet. Awesome, and we can go ahead and set that there. And 1 speed. Why don't we go to VNAV speed? But okay, you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. Why aren't we going at 253? Because that is illegal. So yeah, please don't do that. Climb and maintain flight level 220, Alaska 868. Alright, never mind, we're going to 220. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Oh my god, again? Why is it always doing this? Like, I have it on. See, it always resets it back to 5336. Why is it doing this? What? Okay, let's try going to TARA. Sure. We will go to 4655. Like, I have absolutely no problem doing it once or twice. I mean, preferably only once. But if I have to do it multiple times, why? Alaska 868 squawking 4655 and ident.
Alaska 868, Travis departure, radar contact, continuous filed.
Roger, Alaska 868. Sorry, what were they gonna say? Oh, they were just saying that. I meant. Wait, what? Said Alaska. They were trying to say before I was talking at the same time. Travis departure, radar contact, 11 miles north of Oakland at 7,900 feet. Okay, awesome. Here, direct deadhead. Or dead, yeah, DEDHD. Actually seems quite bumpy on our way up here, but let's go ahead and set up some views here. Does that say 3766? Why is that 3766? Why isn't it 4655? 4655 and ident. There we go. Please don't move again. You're being annoying. And it did this on the last flight as well, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. But let's go ahead and set up some radar vectors here. Or not, what am I? Radar vectors. We're gonna, ooh, look at this. This is awesome, looks great. We have this custom cabin here. Nice Alaska first class. Ooh, that doesn't look great though. Seems like Alaska didn't particularly take care of the cabin. Anyway, we're heading towards the back of the aircraft here, or more towards the middle. We're gonna take a look from, let's see, we could do this. What does this look like? Ooh, nice. Yes, let's do this. Yep. Awesome. So gonna, Alt Shift. Ah, wait, I can't remember what it is. I always end up forgetting what my keybind is. I even though I'm the one who set the keybind. So we're gonna head over to control to head over to keyboard, and then a camera. Cockpit camera, and then it's Control Alt 9. Okay, alright, no shifts. Sounds good. Oh, we're basically just gonna do like the same views as last time. Budget cuts, Max and Aviator. Yeah. Is that a hole in the ground down there? No, it's an island. That's a Freight on the Fly quote right there. Is that a hole in the ground? No, it's an island. Let's see here. We could do this one right here, right before that emergency exit. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and set up one more view on this side, then we can head right over to the other side. Basically do the same exact thing that we're doing on this side, but with the other side, because we want to see both perspectives, right? When we do that replay at the that at the end, which hopefully we'll see a beautiful, beautiful landing. Hopefully, I'm really hopeful about that. We're gonna head one more back. Awesome. Actually, no, because the seat's partially covering it. Wait, what? Okay, that sucks for the person with that seat right there. Alright, here we're gonna go set that one as well. Let's see, well, what else should we do? Is the ATC worth it? Mexican Aviator. So what, I'm actually not paying anything for the ATC. So I'll basically sort of walk you through what I'm doing. So what I actually learned this on a stream, I think last Sunday, or no, a couple weeks ago maybe, from Aviation Edits, who told me about OpenSky, which is a free AI ATC run by Say Intentions, which is one of the main AI ATC makers, basically. So, we got a nice turn coming up here, and they are in a private beta. So what I did is I applied to be included in that private beta, and I got accepted on Friday night. So, if you are interested in that, I would recommend you do that. And what you do, so like for yesterday's stream, I got the premium. I was able to get I was using the premium version of Say Intentions. If you are accepted, which everybody is, I think, after like a week of waiting or something, after a week of being on the wait list, most people get accepted into the OpenSky beta program, and you get for the first 24 hours after your first transmission, you get 24 hours of a free premium version of Say Intentions, and then after that, which is why about halfway through this stream, we will be downgraded to the free version with OpenSky. Now, OpenSky is worse than the premium version for obvious reasons, right? So the voices are not quite as good. The response times are just a little bit slower. But like that to me does not matter too much, because what I'm using I will be using OpenSky for is, or any ATC, AI ATC, is to sort of get used to the speaking and everything without needing to worry about, why were my spoilers down a little bit? Without needing to try to get everything correct every single time. Of course I'm trying, but it's a good way to learn in my, for me at least. I think it is for many other people as well.
467, maintain 250 knots. Maintain 250 knots, American 467.
Where do I apply? Let's see here. I'll put it in chat actually with the, so if you, here, I'll put it in chat in a second. Let's see if I can find it here.
00 to start with, Southwest 64.
Alright, here you go. Should be in chat. Now, here actually, my phone, there we go. Alright, there you go, right there. Awesome. If we head back into the cockpit here, that's not the cockpit. This is the cockpit, rather. Here, we do need to set that standard pressure there. We're going to do this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are now past our transitional altitude of 18,000 feet, flight level 180. You can go ahead and get out of your seats, do whatever. And then we will be cruising at supposedly at 38,000 feet. Thank you for flying Alaska Airlines on this beautiful Alaska Salmon People livery. It is a beautiful livery, though. It is, honestly. Let's see, am I on departure or am I on center? Let me see. What frequency am I on? Let's check down here. I am on 132.2, which is center. Awesome. So I will go ahead and transmit here on our request 380. Alaska 868 requesting flight level 380. I meant to say, something center, Sacramento Center, or whatever center. Oakland Center. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, why is it doing this again? Like what? I've done this so many times. And let's bring that over to ATC 2 maybe. But, what would you like me to squawk, Alaska 868? Probably 4655. I'm just gonna start putting that in. 46.
Alaska 868, you're not under flight following. State your request or contact tower if it's an approach or landing request.
I would like to be under flight following, but okay.
Alaska 868, radar contact 307 miles.
Great, now they have radar contact.
Airport at flight level 210, heading 341. Bakersfield altimeter 30.06, cleared direct deadhead.
Oakland Center, Alaska 868, request flight level 380. Yes, we got it. Awesome. Alright, I was just checking that transponder to see if like any button I pressed corresponded with that, which it did not. So I'm not sure why it's changing at all. We're gonna go up to 380 here. Alright, now we're gonna start our climb, or continue our climb rather. Beautiful. Alright, how are we doing here today? Should be a good stream, a nice stream. Here's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna head back to the cockpit. Let's see, I wanna check to see if it actually changed. Okay, it squawked to 741. So I'm gonna squawk back to 4655. 465. Come on. No. 5. Awesome. And now I can ident as well. So now I'm going to go into OpenSky and I'm going to try is the keyword there, and try to figure this out. So I'm going to go and go to experimental. No. Preview. No. Okay, miscellaneous. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how I can make it so nothing I changes into their auto-tune standby frequency. Oh, okay, auto-tune transponder. I don't want to do that. I want to auto-tune the standby frequency. And then I think wherever I want to go next, I can honestly just click that button and it will transition me, I think. What's 128.325? Let's see, 128.325. I'm looking for that. I'm not sure. Maybe I think that was my departure frequency. 128.325, yeah. Alright, let's see here. When is our supposed top of climb? Our top of climb is supposed to be, okay, in about 80 nautical miles. That actually sounds accurate, because I think it was probably supposed to be about there. But now that we changed it, just continue sort of moving out as we moved out. We do have an absolutely beautiful view here, though, out of this incredible aircraft, which I do love. It's awesome.
United 567, reduce speed to 230 knots for sequencing. Slowing to 230 knots. United
Let's see if there's any shots I should get here. Once I take a look here, I will go and we can go ahead and take a look at SimBrief, or not SimBrief, rather Volanta, and we can sort of see how far we are, or how much time we actually have left. Let's see, that, boom. We also got, let's see, what else do we got? Get sort of like a shot from the wing. Oh, come on, we just had it. There we go. Look at that. Alright, I'm actually going to go upload those to Atlanta there. Because I can. Boom, boom, and boom. Awesome. Oh, what? Okay, so now we know that it's not the fault of the intention, so I will go and change that there. And then I also need to figure, because I'm not really sure. I'm going to look this up now, because this is an actual problem with, or this is a thing with the plane itself. 4655. 5. And ident as well. Now I'm going to look this up. Why does PMDG 737-800 keep changing my squawk code? If you're interacting with the AI ATC. Oh, that's why. That's why. So what I need to do, can I like turn it off? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go try to figure that out. Here. Can I like search here? ATC. AT. Traffic. Let's see. Flight model. Ability, maybe? ATC. How do I disable ATC? Let's look at this up here. How to disable ATC in MSFS 2020. MSFS 2020, there. Assistance. Okay, assistance. Under piloting. We're gonna go turbulence. Yes, realistic, please. Yeah, okay, communications off. Okay, and then your user experience, ATC voices off. Then we're gonna go apply and save. Once delegate ATC to AI and AI voices. Wait, where's delegate? Delegate. I don't see that anywhere. Okay. I'll just return back here. Actually, here I'll go general options. Sound, and we can turn back up the voices. Just cuz. I'm not saying that again. Just cuz. Oh. Alright, we're gonna go back. There we go. 4655, ident. Now we should be all set. Hopefully we don't have that problem again. I'm glad I figured out the root of the problem. We do have a beautiful flight ahead of us here. I wish I could turn any sounds when I'm on the exterior of the aircraft down, because it's just really loud for me, but... It's fine. Here, let's actually head up a little bit there. There we go. Awesome. We do have a turn coming up soon. Here, actually, let's head back into the quick talk, but why not head outside to one of the many views? Here we have, let's see. Actually, it's probably a little bit too far forward. Sure, why not? Let's take a look here. On our way up to 38,000 feet here, we are at 32,000 feet, so we are still climbing. Yeah, thanks. Awesome. I do want to give a big thanks to anybody who did subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, if you do like this kind of content, consider subscribing. That way it can get back into the algorithm and YouTube can start recommending it. Love this turn here, it's awesome. We do have a little bit of a problem though with the satellite imagery down there, but it's fine. We got some beautiful, beautiful mountains on our way. Those California mountains on our way up to Seattle. Twilight Studio for some reason is now like closed, so I need to get that back and try to figure out this. Yeah, no, I've gotten like 30 subscribers in the past like 48 hours, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. I mean, this has been truly incredible. I mean, I love making these kinds of content. I really do hope to continue that as well. All right, I'm going to set my overlay here. We're going from KSFO over to Saitek, NVIDIA, Alaska 868. How much time we do have until our arrival? It's probably about now. Okay, hour 16. Okay, wait, you're weird. So it says ETA 116 Zulu. Okay, all right. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Volanta over here. Here we are. This is our flight. Here, this will probably easier if I go flights over here. Awesome. All right. This is us. That's where we're gonna be. So yeah, we have a little ways cruising here. But yeah, we got 265 knots and should be a good flight. Yeah, we once we reach LMT over there, we're gonna do a few more turns. But yeah, over here. Ooh, so what they actually do is they have restricted spaces as well, which is interesting. So we have officially moved over to OpenSky. So if you are interested in hearing what OpenSky can do, this is what it is. This is how we hear it, and this is how it sort of comes through. So if you do want to take a look at that private beta there, the link is in the chat. You can apply. They will put you on their wait list for probably about a week, maybe a week and a half. It's about how long it was for me. I think about maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, no, it was really useful. I'm finding it really useful. You do get 24 hours of the Say Intentions AI Premium before that as well. So yeah, it's really useful. I like it. All right, we can see these beautiful mountains over here, which are just incredible. In this also incredible Salmon People livery. I love it. I mean, we can see the little turtle over there. Sort of cleverly turned into like a bird with a wing. It's awesome. I love it. Great. Let's head back to the cockpit here. We do not have this tablet for whatever reason because it doesn't want to work. But we do have this one. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to figure out stuff for landing. So I'm going to go landing dispatch. But first, I'm going to go into ChartFox, and I'm going to bring ChartFox up on the screen. Once I get this all set here, we're going to take C over at Saitek. Alright, here is ChartFox here. We can see right over here. We want to grab... Oh, where'd ChartFox go? Here we are. Alright, so we want to go approach, and we are going to... Our approach is supposed to be onto runway 16 right. That is the plan, at least, as of right now. Hopefully that does not get changed. Fingers crossed. Alright, Alice or localizer runway 16 right. Here we want, this is what we need to focus on. Right there. So 110.75, and approach course of 164. So we can go ahead and set that right now. Approach course of 164. And bring that up there. And also, I'm going to bring down the music just a little bit there. 165. Come on, let's move. Not 170. 165 there awesome. And again, a 165 over on the right course selector as well. Let's see, 165. All right, and then if we head over back to ChartFox over here, we can 164 here. That's my my fault. I will go ahead and change those. Let's see, we want it's a 110.75, so we can go ahead and set that on. Oh, I just removed my overlay there. Go ahead and set that on the with the ILS over here. So 110.75, I think, if I'm correct, which I think I am. Let's see, ChartFox 110.75. Sorry about that. All right, awesome. 110.75. We can go ahead and swap that, because why not? And 110.75 is over here as well. Looks good. All right, I think we're all set for our arrival. No, we're not. Let's see. We are going to be hoping to land on 16 right. We're going to go and put over the weather as well. Put in, calculate that. Our VREF is supposedly 154. So here we can go bring that in for now, an initial reference. If we head back to the index, we can go to approach, and it will be 30/154. That is the plan, unless we get a sudden runway change. I will request it to be the same runway that we did start off on. I also need to not miss my top of drop today, so that's my goal. Where is that? Okay, top of drop is in about, I want to say 230 nautical miles. So not bad there. That's 200. That's 230, 240 maybe. So we should be all set. Good. We can just sort of sit here for a while. I'm gonna go for a couple minutes. I will be back soon. I will just sort of have you guys enjoy this beautiful, beautiful plane. So yeah, honestly, it's an incredible plane. Here, I actually will be turning this back on here, the game filter. Sorry, I meant to have that back on, but for whatever reason, actually, it's quite a big depth of field. I really don't. I'm gonna have it be less. Blur radius. Oh, is that like the smallest it can go? Oh, do that. There we go. That's better. All right, sounds good. I will see you all in a few minutes. Hey, I got back just right in time there to hear that on Alaska 868 there. I will go ahead and contact, was it Seattle Center, I think? Let's head back into the cockpit. What did they tell me to do? I think it was Alaska Center. Seattle Center, rather. 124.85. Alaska 868. Alright. So, 124.85, let's see. 124.85. So we're gonna head down here to 124.85. And we can go ahead and set that to 124.85 as well over there. Awesome. And now that I'm on the new center, I am going to contact them. Seattle Center, Alaska 868, level flight, level 380.
Alaska 868, Seattle Center, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. They got it. They got it. Okay, yeah, now we don't have that problem with the that again, which is awesome. Figure that out. Just wait 1 second, alright? I'm gonna put on a sweatshirt. A little bit cold. Alright, just so you all know, I am going to be right here. I'm just gonna stay muted for the next couple minutes, because I'm gonna eat something. I don't think you need to be hearing me eating, because that's kind of disgusting. So, yep. I'll be here. Respond to any live chat as we get them.
Alaska 868, contact Seattle Center on 127.6.
Okay, actually we're going to be changing frequencies quite a lot, I guess, here. So, here, I need to turn down the music. It's actually very loud for me. Alright, here, what do they want us to contact? Let's see. 127.6, Alaska 868. 127.6, we can just go ahead and swap that right there. 127.6. 1.6. Decimal 6 right there. Great. 127.6. Yes, let's go ahead and swap those. And 127. Come on. 127.6 right there. Looks awesome. All right. Was it Seattle Center? Seattle Center, Alaska 868, flight level 380. Hopefully it doesn't hear that first 8 that I put in by accident. Yes, awesome. Good afternoon, Alaska 868. All right.
UPS 461 Heavy cleared for the star arrival contact approach on 119er Point Tree. Cleared for the star, switching to 119er Point Tree, UPS 461 Heavy.
Push 5, Seattle Center, contact Oakland Center on 128.8.
Very good.
Stranded in the open, dried out
Roger, Alaska 868. Alright, so we will be starting a descent in about 20 minutes. So actually, maybe for the first time in a long time, my overlays thing is actually correct. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe the timing is correct. I don't know. But yeah, 20 minutes until we start our descent. So yeah, we got about 160 nautical miles there. Whoa. Alright. Over there. So, yeah. Looks good, and then there will be our... So we probably have about 80 nautical miles and then until our actual arrival. So, I'm thinking time-wise, it's all great. It's awesome. Good. So yeah, I think we're all good. Sit back. I'm going to continue eating. I'll be back. Alrighty, here we are. Let's head back to the thing over here. We can see, so we're about how much longer we're about. There we are, awesome.
Southwest 887.
Alright. Why are the landing gear thing like that? It should be all the way up. All the way up. Alright, I do want to make a final check here. I want to check chart Fox here, make sure that is 110.75. Here's 75. 110.75. As well as, I'll just switch it down to the bottom as well. 110.75. There we go. Alright, now we can go ahead and head up to the top here. 164 and 164. We are now all set. We have 8,500 feet planned approximate altitude. Elevation is about 432, so I'll just set this to 400. Should be on auto, yeah. I think that's auto, right? I think. Yeah, it is. Awesome. Alright. We're all set. Alright, here we have been in the air for about an hour and 6 minutes so far. We really were on the ground for quite a while. That's something I need to improve on, sort of with my communication skills across this before I move on to Fat Samurai. I can't be on the ground trying to figure stuff out, write stuff down for 40 minutes. I need to be like in and out, looking split. Look, that's not it. I'm not saying that ever again. Alright, anyway. Let's actually check Volanta here. How much farther do we have? So not too far here. I think we're starting our job of descent about Russell over there. And then we're basically gonna descend over here until we get to Vashon, and then at Vashon we're going to take thing over there, right over there. This is Boeing Renton Field over there, Boeing Field or Renton Municipal Airport. Which I suppose is our alternate if anything does go wrong, but I don't expect anything to go wrong. If anything, I would expect something to go wrong at the Boeing Renton Factory Airport, the Boeing Field, because it's Boeing, because Boeing has problems. I love Boeing. Don't get me wrong, I love Boeing. I just make fun of Boeing. I love Boeing. Boeing's awesome. We are, oh, actually it does say cruise. I never noticed that it says you're part of flight what you're in, right? Cruise right there. Awesome. Nice. Alright. Now actually I do want to find, there's one thing that, wait, what is that? Oh, it just looked like it covered it. Okay. Where is this in? That's lighting tests. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Let's see. Because there was a thing that I was trying to do yesterday. Oh, the GPWS. That's where the system test is. Okay, awesome. Now I know where it is. Awesome. All right, so we can see. Yeah, we have a little bit of cumulonimbus clouds down there, right over there. Those weather-making clouds. But that's around us. That's not where we are. So. Our flight plan goes basically directly in between the two. They are moving this way, but you know what? It's fine. It's not even going to be causing a disturbance, really. If anything, just a tiny bit of turbulence. That is about exactly where our top drop will be, though. But it's fine. We'll survive. Alright, anyway, here, let's go check out another view here. We can head back into the cabin here. Beautiful. That's a little overexposed there. Actually, a lot of it overexposed. Try another one. There we go. That's better. Sun must just be like perfect in the way that it overexposes anything that's shiny. Alrighty here, so this is a good fight. We don't have too much going on, but at the same time, it's not like we're just sort of sitting here doing nothing, right? We do, of course, have to change some frequencies. I'm glad that so Aviation Edits, if you are actually watching this, thank you for telling me in the chat about OpenSky a couple weeks ago. You know, it's been really useful. Yeah, honestly, like, it's awesome. So, thank you. Here, I'm gonna try to upload some screenshots I got earlier to Volanta over here. See, where do I save all of them? I go, oh, it's videos. Microsoft Flight Simulator, not 2024, 2020 rather. Normal Microsoft Flight Simulator. There we go. There they are. Upload those to Volanta. All right. I'm okay at screenshots in the game. Like I'm a photo. Whoa. I am a photographer. Aviation Edits, you are here. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. Thank you for telling me about OpenSky though. You know, it's been really useful. I'm on the actual OpenSky version now, not the oh, we got some more cumulonimbus clouds over here. I think those are the weather making runs, right? The cumulonimbus ones, I think. We are heading towards Russell over there. Yeah, anyway, I'm off of the premium version of Say Intentions, so now I'm on the whatever the OpenSky one. So now I'm on OpenSky, which it's just been perfectly fine. I love it. I think it's really good, really useful, especially for what I need. I don't need some really in-depth thing, which Say Intentions is. If I just was gonna get a normal thing, I would get Beyond ATC, just because Say Intentions pricing model is way too high and not great. But yeah. Anyway, I really think that what Say Intentions AI is doing is really good for the flight sim community, for people who might want to get into flight simming, people who don't have maybe enough money to pay a monthly subscription, or to pay one-time fees and then pay more fees on top of that for more characters, right? So I don't know, I think it's really useful. I can't wait for it to be released completely, and I also can't wait for them to add VFR support, because I had some fun earlier today. I was doing some flight plans, or not some flight plans, some traffic patterns around my local airport, and that's VFR, of course, right? So, and you can't do that with OpenSky because that's VFR. So I would have to figure out a way to do it in an IFR traffic pattern, which just doesn't work very well for obvious reasons. So that's my reasoning there. Anyway, yeah, Aviation Edits, I wish you could buy Say Intentions permanently. Yeah, I mean, I wish that they sort of had the same price model as Beyond ATC, because I like Beyond ATC's price model. You can buy it, you buy it permanently. But if you want more premium characters, another like 250,000 premium characters, you then can go and buy those for like $10, and you get 250,000 more characters. So I like that pricing model. I mean, obviously I would prefer if it's free, but I mean, wouldn't everybody? So here's our top of drop coming up here. I'm gonna watch that, as yesterday it didn't go well when I missed it. Sorry about that, I just hit my mic there. Alrighty. See, we still have a beautiful, it almost looks like we're descending here, but that's just from the look of the camera there. But yeah, no, this is a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. I love it. And Say Intention is making, I think, flight simulation, and flight simulator, like software, more accessible. And I think that's really good and really useful, for young people to get into aviation, as well as really anybody who just might not have enough money to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year for good ATC, if they really don't want to talk to people, or if they're just trying to get used to learning the vocabulary. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. We're using Air Force Proud 95 video. Is he? That's interesting, actually. When? Is this like recently or far back? Oh, you know what? I feel like I remember him. He was talking about that in the stream earlier today. I think it was back in like August or something of last year, I think.
8500 traffic, 2 o'clock, 5 miles.
I think. I can't remember exactly.
Looking for traffic, Cessna 402, Papa Echo.
The back of the cockpit here. Yeah, we got some fairly not great weather coming into, it's probably going to be category 2, I'm going to say, coming into Seattle. Here, let's turn off that bokeh with that background blur there. Let's just sort of see where... Here, I wonder, now I'm curious if there's any sort of autofocus or anything on here. Is there? Okay. Auto, manual, auto, okay. Manual. Oh, no, not zoom type. Right, so why? Oh, you're right, why is that on auto? I need it to be on manual. So why can't I actually, like, see clearly outside? That's annoying. It's fine, I mean, we're staring at clouds, it's hard to tell if they're in focus or not. Yeah, but this is not looking too great over here. Let's see, I think it's going to be like a continuous descent. I think ATC said that they are going to start my descent for me, so I think what that means, in my mind, is that they will tell me when to descend. And if they don't do it by the top of drop, or like within like a couple seconds of the top of drop, here's what needs to happen. If they don't tell me to descend by the time I get to Bravo Tango Golf, said Juliet, by the time, if they don't tell me to descend by the time I get to Bravo Tango Golf, PTG, I will then ask them to descend to level 100. That sounds good to me. Yeah, we have about 20 nautical miles until we reach our top of drop. Here, I want to make sure. Okay, that is off. Good. I think that's all we really need to turn off. Oh, prop heat. We can probably turn that on. Yaw damper can go on. That's on. We're all set there. Tax are on auto. I think we're all set. Not really sure what I'm looking for, but I don't know. I guess that all set here. Why not do this? It's panel brightness. Let's make that full white panel brightness.
Whenever you'd like, descend and maintain flight level 270.
Descend and maintain flight level 270, Alaska 8768. I said 878 there. Well, I guess that, yeah, that could work. 878. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, here, we're gonna descend and maintain flight level 870 rather. 370. We're not going to 87,000 feet.
Alaska 868, contact Seattle Center on 121.35.
121.25, Alaska 868. Alright, 12. I can't remember what the frequency was anymore. Let's see, what was that? That was 121.35. 121.35. Okay, we're gonna contact them. Oh, 121 decimal 35.
November 556, Bravo Quebec Squawk, 7654, identify.
Squawking 7654, November 556. Bravo,
Alright,
Quebec.
and I need to introduce myself to them. Alaska 868. What am I doing? Seattle Center, Alaska 868. Descending, flight level 370. I'll just say that.
Seattle Center, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Alaska 868. Alright, we're taking this corner over here. Nice.
Alaska 868, descend and maintain flight level 210.
Descend and maintain flight level 210, Alaska 868. Alright. Level 210 here. I'll put that into the radio thing.
Descend and maintain flight level 200.
200. Descend and maintain flight level 200, Alaska 868. Alrighty. We are now descending. Oh, here I need to click the little button there. Now we're going to start descending. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now started our descent down to 400 feet at the airport. So yeah, once we reach 18,000 feet, our transitional altitude, I'm going to go ahead and ask you all to go ahead, please, and go ahead and take your seats, but that won't be for another, I want to say, 20 minutes. So yeah. Thank you for flying Alaska Airlines. Alright, aviation edits, you're going to sleep soon. Well, you know, thank you for being here. I mean, it's probably like, what, 1 in the morning for you? 2 in the morning? Oh boy, this is not good weather that we're encountering here. Like, at all. Great weather. Okay, you know what? We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, whenever I end up flying into Seattle, which I've done now on 2 streams, including this one, it always ends up being bad weather. So, it's fine. It's fine.
Alaska 868, descend and maintain 16,000.
Really? Descend and maintain 16,000. Alaska 868. Really? Already? You want us to descend and maintain 16,000? Because here, if we pop out Volanta, like we're barely far. I feel like you can't even, we're way over here. We haven't even, okay, well there was Portland. Yeah, we crossed over Portland. But like, here we are. We have all the way until there, and you want us to be at 16,000, like right here? What?
Descent to flight level 240, traffic ahead.
Okay.
Descent to flight level 240.
It is what it is. Let's go back to the flight zone.
Say your request or intentions.
Seattle Center, verifying golf is through 16,000 for 60,500.
Baron 58 Zulu Golf, Seattle Center, roger.
How's the audio level for the ATC? Is that too loud? Because I can turn it down if it is. Oh, this is not great. And oh, we better not need to go around, because if we do need to go around, look at our holding pattern. It's like right through the middle of it. Aviation heads. Whenever I fly into Seattle, my weather looks like a 5-year-old's pencil case. Yeah, I mean, Seattle weather, I mean, it's just not great. But, I mean, it's weather, and that's sort of what the weather is like in that sort of whole area of the United States, I guess, because that's where I think cold fronts and warm fronts meet, I think. Maybe? Is that it? I don't know, I can't remember. I hope that they will allow us to land on 16 right. Really? 13,000. It's 14,000 less than we're at right now. Alright. Descend and maintain 14,000. Alaska 8268. Alaska 2. Alright, you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. Here's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to... never mind. I'm just going to lower the bit rate of the stream just a little bit because we're at 4,000. Maybe we could free up some bit of space there, but I don't know. It's fine. Less altimeter. Alright, yeah, 14,000. Alright. Our aviation heads, but I probably to the worst zone. The plane's weather radar can't reach. Yeah. I mean, like, this is not great for an arrival here. I mean, here's like the problem. If you cannot land here, you probably don't have fuel to go somewhere else. I mean, we're lucky enough that we do, because I'm such a great captain that I overrode SimBrief and I fueled it up 67% full, rather to 2/3 full, rather than only the like 44% it was at. But I mean, still, that's not great. I mean, this is a mess. If you have to divert, where are you going to divert to if you don't have enough fuel? If you can't land here because you say you got an old aircraft, you can't auto land, like, that's horrible. Sort of stuck in a sticky situation there. Can't really get out of. And now, just because I like it, I'm going to go ahead and turn. Why are we moving? Oh, I meant why are we turning, but here, let's go and turn on the panel brightness just because I like it. There we go. We can turn that on there. Awesome. Yeah, it's like right here. I'm not sure what the weather will be like, so I don't know. Unless that is actually good weather. I don't think it is, though.
Alaska 868, descend and maintain 10,000.
Really? 10,000? I really don't want to, just because we'll be flying through Warzone the entire time. Alaska 868, descend and maintain 10,000. I said that completely wrong. It should have been descend and maintain 10,000. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna do this. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having quite a bumpy approach into Seattle here, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the seatbelt sign right before we go into the clouds. So I'm gonna turn it on right now. Should be a good landing. Should be perfectly fine for landing though. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and turn on the seatbelt sign on. See, aviation ed, so I would either divert to Vancouver or Portland. Yeah, I mean, here's the problem. If you divert, what I was saying is where you're going to divert to. Where are you going to divert to that has good weather, right? Because the weather right now is not great for obvious. I mean, it's Washington, right? So I don't know.
Descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000. Send and maintain 9,000. Alaska 868. Now I'm like actually getting worried. Like, I don't think I should. Oh, is this set to 20,000? Shoot. Here, let's set that there. 10,000. I got distracted again. That's my fault. I wonder how long we've been holding at 10,000. Or at 20,000 feet. I don't know. 6,000? What are you talking about? The airport's way... That's where we should be getting below 10,000. Way down there. Descend and maintain 6,000. Alaska 868. Here, I'm gonna do this instead. Requesting maintain at 2,000 feet. Let's see if that actually is a proper command.
Alaska 868, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Okay, descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Awesome. Let's do 10,000 feet. Requesting descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Alaska 868.
Alaska 868,
We need to change that standard pressure.
10,000 feet.
Alright. Sounds good there. Oh, that was a sort of a violent turn there. This is turning out to be a good flight, though, but we just have these sort of fearful clouds, I guess, that are coming in here, which are not great.
Alaska 868, contact Seattle approach on 119.2.
Oh, I just
100 feet scattered at
did the
1,200
ATIS.
feet
Alright,
solid
we're gonna
forecast
contact...
at 2,100 feet, temperature 12.
No, off, please.
Altimeter 3,000
Come on.
and
Oh,
one.
please tell me it didn't actually
Density
completely
altitude
change it on here.
minus 100 feet. Arriving and departing
Dude.
runway 7
121 decimal
26.
126. 121.35. Alright, here, we're gonna just contact tower at this point. I need to contact, alright, tower. What we're gonna do, Seattle Tower, good day. Alaska 868, descending 10,000 to land runway 28 right. 16 right, rather. Shoot, I messed that up.
Alaska 868, Olympia Regional Airport Tower, winds 185 at 15,
No.
gusting 21.
No,
Runway
no,
16
no,
left,
no.
cleared to land.
No. Alaska 868 requesting runway 16 right. Why am I cleared to land this early? Like, what? Yeah, so you can hear that we're on OpenSky just because of those longer times for
Runway 16 right, cleared to land.
for like responses and everything. Here we are going into the clouds. Here you can see us heading in there. Alright, aviation edits. I would love to do a stream, see a stream. Let's see. Were you an engine fire? That's the thing, though. Like, I wish I could do an engine fire. Like, if I got the A350, it would be awesome because I could do those types of failures. But, on the other hand, the A350, I don't really want to get it. A, because I don't have a side stick and Airbus throttle quadrant. And B, it's an Airbus. I mean, I love it. I love it. It's awesome. But, I mean, I've been flying Boeings my entire flight sim career here, so. And C, the physics are not good on the A350 at all, so. I'll have to figure that out. These clouds don't look white, they look like off-white there. Interesting. Alright, so we're descending into the clouds here. Let's see here. I'm gonna request it an ILS approach. Alaska 868 requesting ILS approach into runway 28 right. Oh, I did it again. 28 right. That's where we departed from. Alaska 868 requesting ILS approach into runway 16 right.
Alaska 868, runway 28 right is
I
currently
know,
active.
I
Would you
messed
like
up
to
with
proceed
that.
with the ILS approach for runway 16 left instead. Alaska 868, winds 185 at 15, gusting 21. Runway 16 right, cleared for ILS approach.
Awesome, and cleared for an ILS approach here. That is great.
Diamond Tree 71 Bravo, Charlie turn left heading 270 vectors for sequencing. Left heading 270 Diamond Tree 71 Bravo, Charlie.
Bonanza Tree 59er traffic enter 10 o'clock 4 miles. Same altitude type unknown.
Roger, Bonanza Tree 59er.
There are like 50 emergencies for the 737. Are there? See, I haven't actually explored that. Like, there are emergencies, right? But there aren't engine fires. I think. I don't know. I'm not. I need to actually take a look at that. A proper look. Anyway, here, I'm going to start recording on Sky Dolly. Oh, I'm at 10,000 feet. Shoot. I need to descend now. Boom. Let's descend. Come on, let's descend now. Please. Descend already, aircraft. Come on. I need you to descend. As I've messed up. VNAV, come on. Let's go down. Come on. Whew, alright. Let's figure this out. 164. And awesome, and then 110.75, 110.75 down there, and it's squawking us all right down there as well. Yeah, we are quite we're sort of diving for the ground now at this point, right? But just to get down to that right altitude, because I messed up, and ATC also told me to do something that I listened to, but because it seemed smart, but also then it also didn't. So, I don't know. Anyway, we're on track now to land. I'm gonna get Sky Dolly open. Not the logbook, just Sky Dolly. We're gonna get that open so we can record and view that landing. We're gonna start recording now. I'm hoping for a very good landing. I'm also gonna get G's open. G's, let's see. Let's see if this will be my smoothest land. I think I'm just gonna have it do an auto land for this, because it's, I don't know, I'll sort of determine it. It seems like the clouds have actually, the weather's gotten better, because now this is like a category 2 approach rather than a category 3 where it was earlier with that like completely red, because I think it was right completely red. I think, yeah, like it was completely red over here earlier, and now it's not, which is awesome. Here, we're gonna move it from 5 because we can't even see anything in the radar for the first, like, 5 miles. So, 5 nautical miles, rather. You seem to be on sort of the right path for landing here. My guess is that we will be on the ground in 10 minutes. And here, oh wait, I do need to turn that seatbelt sign on. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, I do need you all in your seats as we are way below 18,000 feet. The seatbelt sign has been on, but I just wanted to remind you, since I never told you when we reach our 2,000 feet over to the transitional altitude. And we will be landing in about 10 minutes. Like flying and choosing Alaska Airlines. Autoland can do good. Yeah, I actually have a short and a video actually turned into a video with an Autoland in I think it was Dallas Love Field in Freedom 1. And that was a good landing. It was Autoland because I couldn't see the runway because it was completely cloudy, and it was a really good land. It was like I think negative 88 feet per minute. Autoland on the 7. Autoland can do really good. It really can. It surprised me how good it actually did. But yeah, it was better than you would think. You can see some of the northern Seattle over there. There's like, I think, I want to say Edmonds, maybe? Edmonds? That sounds about right, I think. Edmonds, right out, Washington, right out of Seattle. Taking a corner over here. There, I'm looking on maps over here. Not Everett. There's a look at something different. Edmonds, yeah, it is Edmonds. Edmonds and Linwood. We were looking at there briefly. All right. Yeah, so we're heading like right into the worst of it, or not the worst of it, but we're heading right into the storm here. Once we enter these clouds, but it shouldn't be horrible. I do need us to. Here, I'm gonna turn. As soon as we get around that corner, I'm going to... Wait, I never calculated our final VREF. Landing, yes, yes, yes. Into 16 right. Calculate, please. What should it be? VREF should be 153. Okay, I'll just keep it at 154 then. Because 154 and 153, it's not a big deal, like, at all. So yeah, once we take this turn in, it's like as soon as I'm established on the glide slope, I'm taking that. Actually, I'm gonna bring this up to like 500 maybe? Yeah, 400 maybe? Yeah, I think so. I do need to be able to make a sharper bank angle there. Alright, this bad weather is coming closer and closer towards us, which is not good. So, anyway, there's the runway right down there. Here's why I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Legends, seats for landing, please. Alright, we're gonna pause the music. We're gonna bring up the sounds of the aircraft just because. Are we established on that glide slope yet? Please tell me we are. We're not. Why are we not? Need to be. Once we finish this turn, hopefully we are. Seem to be sort of going all over the place with this corner. We're just sort of being whipped around in the air. Set the altimeter. Do I need to set the altimeter again? Do I? Because I set the altimeter at the beginning of the flight, right? So I didn't know if I needed to do it again. Okay, why did we overturned way too much, and now I'm probably not going to capture this glide slope. That's annoying. Here, I'm just going to turn on approach mode and level change. See if we can actually do this. Bring it down to 154. No, not that much. 154. We're gonna bring down landing lights and taxi lights, landing gear, as well as we're gonna bring down the flaps. Why are we are extremely high. We're gonna overshoot this runway, like a lot. I'm doing something wrong. I know I am. But I'm not sure. Like, we're all set. We just haven't captured that glide slope. We're also sort of turning all over the place. So I'm not sure what's going wrong. Like, I always have this problem whenever I come into Seattle. Okay, now I captured the glide slope. I captured it. Let's see. Hopefully we can head in. I'm putting all my trust into here now. Wait. Well, there's the runway way down there. Wait, so what am I supposed to do? Okay, here. Now we're gonna pause, and I'm gonna come. What? See, this is what I don't understand. If I set everything the same I do for every other flight, why doesn't it work for me? Here, at this location. Okay, so now that it didn't work, I'm gonna take it off of autopilot completely. Be quiet. Alright, come on, you're annoying. No, don't, no, auto throttle. See, auto throttle was on, so why is this even a problem? We're gonna bring flaps down to 30. And I'm gonna come around. I'm not even gonna announce that I'm doing a go around. Like, the altimeter was set and everything. Because I set that at the very beginning of the flight. Nothing went wrong other than the plane not doing its job. So, I'm not sure why it didn't do it. Because it's done it many, many times for me in the past. Now I'm just gonna sort of do a circle right above the airport. And come in and land. Like, I really don't understand why this didn't work. So. See, like, when I do longer flights with it like this, I would like it to actually work, and it didn't work, and I don't understand why. It should have worked. Because I set everything the same way I do for any other ILS approach, and it worked perfectly fine for there. So why doesn't it work perfectly fine for this location? See, that just doesn't make sense. Alright, now we need to maintain 154, because we don't want to stall.
Bank angle.
Be quiet about the bank angle. I don't really care about the bank angle right now, I just care about getting us down on the ground. I'm not going around.
Airspeed, low. Airspeed.
Where is this runway? Oh, of course it's right there. Okay, here's what. See, and this is why I don't like to fly into Seattle, because every single time, like the last time I did this as well, we ended up nosediving right for the runway.
Sync rate.
Why is the aircraft just not going down? Come on.
Sync rate.
Go down.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. 13. Sync rate.
There we go. Let's stop, please. Oh, okay. Here, we need to continue. We need to keep moving.
Glide slow.
That didn't work. I'm gonna try to land on any other runway. I really don't care what runway, I need to land.
Bank angle.
Doing fighter jet movements in the 737 here. Just because I need to land. Why are we so high? Come on. Get down, please.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Pull
Be
up.
quiet, I don't need to pull up, I'm fine.
Pull up. Pull up.
Bravo, cleared to land runway 24, wind call.
Pull up.
Cleared to land runway 24, Beechcraft
Pull up.
9001 Bravo.
Pull up. Sync rate. 20. 10.
Honestly though, not a bad landing there, negative 302 feet per minute. We're not gonna play that back just because of lag. But yeah, I'm not really sure what went wrong with that, because we had a perfectly normal flight, a perfectly normal approach. So what went wrong? Because everything was set perfectly fine. Anyway, we're gonna contact ground. I'm gonna stop recording on SkyDeli, and we're not gonna watch it back because it didn't work. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to contact ground. Are they gonna tell me to contact ground? Contacting ground Alaska 868.
Nobody is listening on 124.4.
Why am I in Unicom? What? Okay. I know so aviation edits, I could have done a go around, but here's the thing with the go around, that wouldn't have really changed anything. Whether or not, if I do another ILS approach, it's just going to give me the same result it did last time. So I think for quite a while here, I'm done with Seattle. I don't think I'm going to fly to Seattle for quite a while here, because every single time, the ILS approach never works. Any sort of approach, because like VNAV, or just the normal ILS approach, brings me 4,000 feet above the runway. So anyway, we're going to contact ground. 121.7. Ground, Alaska 868, holding short of runway 16 center, requesting taxi to gate.
Alaska 868, taxi to N13 via Echo, cross runway 16 left, then Bravo. Have a great day.
You too. Alright, we're gonna go via here to the gate via what? November 13 via Echo. Cross runway 16 left, and then Bravo. Taxiing to gate November 13 via Echo, cross runway 16 left, then Bravo. Alaska 868, thank you. Alright, we're gonna figure out that taxiing thing. Alright, let's get moving here. Let's turn back on the music here. Let's see. We can turn down the sounds of that ATC there. We can still have them in the background, just not super loud, because we don't really need to worry about them anymore. So we're gonna get moving again. And we have to sort of make our way through the airport. So let's get a chart box here. Let me find ground charts. Let's see. Where am I? I am at 16 center. Well, at Echo, I think. Right? Echo? That looks about right. Echo. I also could be at Juliet. Yeah, no, I'm at, according to this, well, here I'm at Echo, so. Okay, come on. Why can't I move? Because I can't move when I'm below, like, 100%. So I need 100% throttle, but now I get the takeoff config. So, what is going on? Alright, we're gonna cross runway 16 left. Alaska 868, crossing runway 16 left. Alright, and then we will go now and follow this, go to Bravo. We're going to take a right on Bravo. Over to the November gates, which are way down. All the way, we're probably going to head down to the south ramp over there. Which sounds good, we're on Bravo right here. Well, you know, this was a great stream other than the landing, which I still don't understand why it didn't work. If anybody who is watching has an idea, please tell me of why it didn't work. Because, I mean, that was a great approach. I mean, it was great, like, far approach. And then as soon as we got even remotely close to where we were, for the ILS, we were 3,000 feet above the ILS. So we captured the glide slope, but it didn't work. And it's always a problem when I come into Seattle. But it isn't, sometimes it's a problem elsewhere, but it's always a problem when I come into Seattle. So I'm not really sure what happened there. What is that? Is that Malaysia? Malaysia Airways? Can't even see anymore. Alright, here. We're just going to head down farther. You know what? Here, we're just gonna... We're gonna head down here. Alright, sounds good to me. Actually, no. This is where the taxi line is. This is where people taxi. Well, no. Actually, no. We're supposed to taxi right here, I think. Maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, here we will find a gate that actually works. Let's see, we just need to sort of head down here. Airspeed alive, look at that. I just need to. Oh, a gateway. Awesome. This is Bravo 5, but it's fine. All right, here we are coming in, and we're gonna stop maybe right here. No, that was like way too far forward, far back. Continue. Come on. Nope. Continue moving. Don't apply braking when I'm not applying braking. Alright, now flaps are up, and we're gonna go ahead set everything up here. We can go grab this, bring in the chocks, bring in the GPU, bring in the jetway, bring in the doors as well. Open the doors. We can go ahead and do this with us right here. Boom, boom, boom. Here. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go ahead and get out of your seats and get out of here. You can head over to wherever your next flight is, or this might be your final flight. That would be great, right? So, we are happy to be, we at Alaska Airlines are happy to be part of your journey. So thank you for letting us be. And on that note, flight attendants, go ahead and disarm all doors, stand by for all call. And now we can turn those off. We can bring landing lights off, retract those, bring up to that position light over there, as well as the wheel well light. I think we're all set, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching here today. This was a good strike, honestly, other than that slight mishap. Whoa, I suppose that's a mishap as well. Slight mishap of that landing there, which I'm still not sure why it happened in the first place. But you know what? It is what it is. So thank you. What do we got? We got a Frontier Airlines A320 looks like right here with that mask. Beautiful. Oh, never mind. That's Egypt Air. Anyway, it's Egypt Air because this is not the right model matching stuff. It's FSLTL, and for whatever reason, it doesn't want to model match correctly. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. It has been a really good stream. I've been happy to have you all here. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.